Hey everyone, WizD here, welcome to a new Raid Shadow Legends video. Raid today announced a long waited for roadmap for quality of life changes that they are doing in Raid. They say that they have even more quality of life updates that they want to do to the game, but these are the confirmed ones that are going to take place within the next few months. So let's have a look at them, but then do a deeper dive into how you can use these changes and how useful actually are they for you. First thing, let's just look at the map, the features that they are bringing in, and notice that though this looks like a map and things are going to be delayed, what I'm expecting that all of this is going to be released in the next 3 to 4 months, because these are already stuff that's easy to implement and they have been planning it for a long while now, as I expect. So the first thing that probably will be coming in next week with the new fusion is tavern improvements. This is huge. Why this is huge, and this will make your life way easier. They are giving you the opportunity to filter champs within the tavern the same way that you're filtering them from your index, from your champ index there. So pick up a specific rarity, faction, or whatever. That will make ranking up champs, putting books into champs and all of this. And they also release sliders for all of this. Not a big issue for me, to be honest. The only slider that makes a big improvement in the tavern is the one where you're feeding your commons and uncommons to your higher tier champs. So that's great. So you can summon like 50 commons or uncommons from green shards for champ chase or for champ training, and then feed them all into one rare or higher tier champ to get the point there, and making summoning green shards for events way easier for you. Which brings me to the second thing that will be coming as part of that tavern improvement is this feature that we're seeing on the screen here. If you've been playing other games had this for over 2 years now. So Raid, you're late to this party, but better late than never. So what this will give you is that simply from that single screen, you can see here 1 to 2 star, 2 to 3 stars, and so on. If you're building chickens, you can do it all from here in bunches of 5s or 10s or whatever. So again, gaining those champ training points and champ chase, if you're doing this from green shards, is now way easier. It will take you minutes instead of hours using this screen here. So huge improvement, huge quality of life improvement that's coming next week. Thank you for this Raid. You're a bit late, but better than never. So yeah, great improvement here for the tavern. Now let's go back to the map. So what else do they have in store for us? So tavern improvements, that's coming next week probably. Epic champion empowerment, that will come directly afterwards, which is great because again other games had this for a long while now. Your epic dupes mean nothing or just books. Empowering epics will decrease the gap just a little bit between krakens and whales and the rest of the player base. How would that work? If by empowering an epic you are giving them more stats, of course way less than empowering legos. But then if you don't get lucky and get a specific Lego, but you got a good epics and you got a few copies from that epic, then empowering him to +4, for example, will make him like a mid-tier Lego, stats wise. And then with gear and everything, you can tackle the game or Centranos or whatever for this. This is great for Centranos. This is great for you if you have one of those top tier epics and you want to empower them to give them like just more stats there. So great feature here, exists in other games. Thank you for this Raid. I hope it's coming soon, like within weeks, not months, after the tavern improvement. Third one, which is also great and exists in other games, is the artifact presets. So saving your gear sets for a certain champ in 2 different areas for the game. Common examples that other content creator gave: if you're using a champ in Arena and in Hydra in 2 different sets, faster and more accurate here, or whatever tankier on the other side, so you can save that gear set inside the game. Instead of keeping track of everything by screenshots or whatever, just for example your Arbiter, give her 2 sets of gear, one for Arena, the other one for Hydra and PvE content, and you can switch both sets once per week when you're doing your Hydra battles or whatever. Which brings me to another part, that's the deep dive part. This will align with another thing that's coming down the line, which is the artifact remover booster item. Basically the free artifact or gear remover that they give us once or twice per month now. They are giving you something in game so you can choose the time. where you want to do this. You don't have to stick to their schedule. Hopefully they will keep their schedule of making this free for a couple of days per month or whatever, but giving you the ability to choose the time. So both of these ones will be aligned together, because you will activate your free gear removal and then switch the gear on champs, do all of your Hydra battles or whatever that you want to do in game, Centranos when it comes to that. Then with the gear removal free activated, you'll just switch them back to the regular build. So these two will come hand in hand. So hopefully also the accessory filters, yeah, accessory filters like regular gear filter is very important, especially to choose certain sets like Slayer sets, Stone Skin, and all of that. You don't have to just like scan through all of your accessories to find these. So this is minor but very important. But these two, I would say, are the biggest, and they will have the biggest impact on the game, on how you're gearing champs. Having gear removal for free, and maybe you can keep a few of these tokens, so you can use one per week, for example, to do this regearing for free between sets that you're going to save. And then just, yeah, you can switch gear for all of your teams if you're using them in different places. Do the specific area, Centranos, Hydra, or whatever, that once per week stuff, and then switch them back. If you have 4 of these tokens per month, you should be good. And then the last one is Hydra Clash participation rewards. Clans are losing people because of Hydra. My clan lost people because of Hydra Clash specifically, and I'm still sore about it. I know they are watching this, they are still my friends, but yeah. So pushing Hydra Clash and Hydra being the least popular content, so we managed to push people in the clan to do Hydra Clash, and then we are mapped up against whales or whatever, and we lose the Hydra Clash, and everyone who spent hours of their time optimizing their Hydra keys and getting those points, they get nothing for it, which is very unfair. So I'm glad that they are doing this. Of course, like put a minimum participation to it, like that you might gain whatever 350 million in total or something like that. Put a minimum level of participation, but once this level is achieved, just give us something. People are investing time into it. In my book, anything in the game that requires extensive time should have participation rewards. Give way better rewards to those who win and place first, second, and all of that stuff like you're doing with tournaments, but give people who invested time in games something too. Otherwise, people will just quit or stop doing it or lose people from the clan. Stuff like that, yeah. They know themselves, they know what I mean. Probably they will reply to me. Anyways, yeah. So this is the map. All in all, it's great, it's good. Finally, Raid is realizing that they have a good game. And instead of pumping new champs, well, they keep doing that for the monetization and everything. They need to improve the quality of life to extend this game's span and life for another few years. It cannot continue with having lesser quality of life than minor games that pop on the scene and then die. So Raid is still an overall better game, but they needed to tackle that stuff. I hope also they have more coming our way from a quality of life perspective. Of course, it won't be a proper Raid video. If we kept it all positive, we need to complain about something at the end. So let me show you what I mean here. So I'm missing one epic to get my Mikagi. And they just dropped this tournament that started today. In a few hours, this guy, Angry Baldhead, pumped over 12k points into this. Can I fight him over it? Yes, probably yes. Do I want to? No. So because that's always a wallet battle. Come on, Raid. Now we're fighting for first position placement for an epic. Just put him here on the right hand side or left hand side, depending on how you're looking at this, and make him for whatever, 15k points. Put him in a hero's pass and make it cost as much as 20k points of a regular event. At least I know what I'm investing and I know that I'm getting that epic. It's a non-void epic. Come on, this is not fair. I don't like this. So that's a bad play, Plarium. Give us more ways of getting him that are guaranteed. I won't fight someone else for it. And because they will just have a bigger wallet, they will just win. So yeah, anyway, That was my little bit of complaint at the end of the video. Still, the overall is positive. Great direction for quality of life Plarium. Keep it this way. Thank you for tuning in today. I'll see you next time. Bye.